Hi people, this is Nettie again. Okay, I wanted to show you that I got certain things that are happening in Puerto Rico. So you guys could pray for us, and it's very distressing. We went through a hurricane. Before Maria, we had a hurricane. I can't remember the name, but I surely remember Maria because it tore my raised bed. My mother had given me the whole I call it the things you put so the chickens don't go in and any animal would go in. And we had it nice and covered, and I was so happy with it. It had side doors where I could open and water them, or put some plants in there, or take out some dead plants and whatever. I was very happy with it until Maria came, knocked down a big tree. That tree, one stem, came all the way from my daughter's bedroom. It went through my son's bedroom, and it barely missed our bedroom. Thank God that none of them are sleeping there. They got married already, so. But we are starting to fix it back up because I take care of the girls, and I want them to have their own room where they could play and have fun, and I don't have to tell them, no, you got to pick it up before anybody comes. Visitors are coming and this and that, and I don't like them to see a lot of stuff around the living room. So they will have their own room, and they could play there. They're going to have everything that they need. Later, we'll be planning to fix mine, and then we're going to fix my son's. They'll need deeply a lot of work. So, but we're happy. I know we could handle it, and we'll fix it up. But saying this, after Maria, everything went down. My avocado tree looks beautiful. It's not throwing no avocado, and this is one avocado, which I'm not gonna put it where a tree could hit it or smack it around or whatever. For now, it's gonna stay inside here. It's only been it's a year old. Avocado gives avocados around 2 to 3 years, I think it is. The one in the back was 3 years. So, but I heard people say that at 2 years they were able to get avocados. So, after that happened, we had earthquakes. Thank God I haven't felt no earthquake, but a lot of people have. A lot of people have lost their house. Today there was one, and they showed a house that it was total disaster. They cannot live in there anymore. So it hurts me because I start thinking, what if I was to lose my house for some reason? It really hurts. It would really hurt me because I got everything set up as a disabled. And then I got to go to another place, and maybe the wheelchair cannot go through the door because it's too slim. Or I lose my plants. I lose my freedom, because here I feel free. I feel free. My family tell me, why don't you go back to the States? There's too many things happening over there. But I don't want to go back. I love it here. I could go outside and play with my raised bed. Even though the thing is all broken on the top, we took it all out, we cleaned it out, and we just leave it at that. No chickens are going in there. I think my dog is, because where I have the King Royal, I noticed that there's like a little hole they make, and is laying down there. I'm not letting him come in here. I had him a space where he could just come in, but what happened? When I came out here the last time that I got so mad, I said we have to put this thing up. Close it all up. So it was because there was 2 chickens. One was grabbling all over the thing, throwing everything down to the floor, and the other one was just scraping at, I don't know if you could see it, that it's kind of dark. I'm trying to use the light, but she took out everything. I had put my, aloe vera there, thinking that they couldn't get in, and they did get in, and they did a torture. So we got all that fixed up. Now I got all my plants beautiful, and maybe tomorrow I'll make a video on that, because I got a lot of new plants and they're looking beautiful. I'm staging them, where they could stay, where they get more sun. I even have a pepper, and plus I have another pepper that just grew. I planted it a long time ago. I don't know, I think like 7 months, and it just came out now. But hey, I'm happy. I got a lot of basil. I had to put them in. I have a lot of lettuce, and how you call it? And I got Vicks. Anybody ever heard of a plant called Vicks? Yep, I got that one. And when you cut a piece and you smell it, it smells like Vicks, the the little thing with the cream that you put on your nose so you could breathe. They say you shouldn't do that, but I do it. But before the earthquake came. Then it came the coronavirus. I don't go out because I can't take the mask too much. It suffocates me without having a mask. Imagine me with mask. So I have one for just an emergency that I would have to use it. Then I would have it, But like I said, I'm not receiving much visitors. When somebody comes, I got a, rail door that's metal. I always keep it locked. And I just talk through there. Oh, yeah, how you doing? Oh, great, with a distance. And I do take care of my granddaughter, so I can't take chances. I got a baby girl that she's 3 years old. And I got the other one that she's the oldest of all three of them, that is 10 years old. In December, she'll be 11 years old. So I got to protect them too. And I got to protect myself, because I have had so many sickness already that one more, I think it would kill me. Definitely, I think it would kill me. So I take precautions. And, everybody comes here, I say, you know what? If you want to keep coming here, you got to control yourself. You cannot be hanging out. You always got to wear your gloves and your piece and all this and that. I put the whole thing on. And thank God that the people that comes, they have taken checks and they doing good. My husband, he checked out. He's a pretty good, so he helps me a lot here. And my daughter, she checked out. My son haven't, because my son checked out, but he came out good, but he's in the States, so he's not here, So that's another thing. But, how you call it? But I'm very happy that at least my family is doing okay. But I ask you to pray for everybody here, because the coronavirus came, then they say COVID-19. I don't know if it's the same thing. I don't know. That got me all confused, because I can't listen to news so much. But it's very depressing. It's very hard, not for me, because I'm not going through much as it is. But it is hard to hear the people, crying because their house is gone. They're out in the street, And I don't know what's going to happen. I really don't know what's going to happen. But pray for Puerto Rico. Pray for them that everything comes out good. And there don't be another, I don't know. I just can't think of another hurricane right with this moment, And my goal is that I'm planning to, save money. Oh, and on top of that, I was very happy that I was getting money from YouTube. And I was in the partner program. And then in November, I couldn't do much because I had a little bit to reach the 4,000. But the problem was that we didn't have light for 6 months. And I left my computer attached. I think what it was is the light coming on and off, messed it up. So I got to fix it. I started using it. Now it needs a boost. The boot is messed up. So I'm going to see if I could get one in the internet, with a pen drive, and maybe I could pass it on to them. Both of my computers went down, both. So the first thing I did when I got the money was buy me a computer. First it was my wheelchair. That was number one. I needed a wheelchair real bad. And it had me depressed because my legs were dragging. I had to put things under. And imagine that it's a heat of 100 degrees. And you have to sit in a pillow all day. My legs got burned. And I had to take it out. So I took it out, but then my legs were dragging all over the floor. And it was hard, So as soon as I got the money, I said, hey, go out there and buy me my how you call it, my wheelchair. We bought it in Walgreens, which they have the right size for me. It's high. It doesn't drag my legs. That's why I bought the other one. So I'm planning to buy another one. How you call it? I plan to buy one to have as an emergency. I don't want to use the other ones because they're not fit for me. And then it gets me depressed. So I am going to save money to buy that. And things will be better. I think things will be better. I'm trying to do videos as much as I can, but I don't have the time because right now today I spend my whole day on top of the plants, watering them, putting them vitamins. You know what the vitamins I put? Coffee. Yeah, not coffee, the grains. Coffee that we were going to throw out. And I put a little bit of, how you call that? Epsom salt. And I blended it all in with water. And I think they liked it because they really pound it up. So I'm going to see how it works. If it works, I kind of keep on doing it that way. At least once a week, give them something like that. Or once every 2 weeks, give them that type of thing. I also want to say that, my soursop that I took outside and it all died. And I was going, oh my God, it's dead. Well, it's giving new leaves. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut the bad stem that it has, that it's not growing nothing in it. I'll be cutting that off. But I'm giving it water. I have it in a way that I just pull the plant to the side and I could put all the water I want through there. So I got it all set up. I already planted my garlic. They haven't come out yet. And my corianders that I planted over here, they're doing okay. So I'll probably do all that video tomorrow, hopefully. But I tell the people, look, stress come, pain come, but we got the Lord. We can't lose our faith because of that. We have to just keep on going. And I've been in good times and I've been in bad times. But in both sides, when I'm in good time, I tell Lord, thank you, Jesus. When I'm in bad time, I say, give me the strength. Because, that's what we need, strength. So we have to just live by it as it is, and always praise the Lord and always think that He will heal our pain. If anybody knows about pain and suffering, believe me, it's me. It's me. At 8 months, just born, 8 months, caught polio. Okay? I went through a lot of things because at that time, people would look at you like you were a freak. Like you were something out of this world. And, for a good kid, it's very hard to see that. Because you see little kids go, hey, mommy, what's wrong with that girl? And then you hear the people, oh, man, she's never going to get married. You're never going to have kids. And if you do have kids, you're going to have bad-looking kids. You're going to have them just like you. Thank God that was not going to happen because when I went to the doctor, they told me, you know what? If you're born with it, it could happen that your kid might have it. But you wasn't born with it. You got it 8 months later. So your kid should be normal. Thank Jesus. My 2 kids are doing great. They are normal, like any other kids. And both of them have kids. My son has a daughter. My daughter has 2 daughters. They're all girls. I love it. And I love them all. They're my life. So, God gave me a little pleasure, because I thought I never was going to have kids. They had me so much telling me this that I thought that was going to happen. But when I got married, while my husband was in the Marines, I decided to check myself, before I get any kids. So I checked myself and everything came out normal. They said you shouldn't have no problem to have kids. The problem was that I gave birth to my daughter, and like 3 months or 2 months or whatever, I was pregnant again. I was pregnant, I said, oh my God, and I haven't forgotten the pain that I went through with my first daughter. So I just asked God, please don't let it hurt so bad this time. And it didn't. It didn't hurt, so it didn't hurt, So that was more pleasurable, and I love my kids so much. They don't know how much I love them, but I do love them. And at times I get a little depressed, of course, like anybody else, but I don't get mean with people. No, 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 no. I don't like to, how you call it? I don't know. I just like to be me. And me is like, if I'm having problems, I might tell you about the problem, but I will not ask you for anything. That's not me. So usually the one I always ask is for my brother. Every time I have a hard time, it's either my mother or my brother. But I like to take care of my life. I like to see things how it is. And at times it's very hard. Very, very hard. But I lock myself in the room and I call Jesus out. And I say, I talk to the Lord. I say it real hard. In the name of Jesus. Because that's what it is. But he has been good. I think he was the one who sent me to Puerto Rico. I think he wants me here in Puerto Rico. I think that he's showing me the pleasure of plants. My son started it, but he keeps showing it. Everything that I do it with love. My plants are my kids. And my daughter says, the day you die, I'm going to take all those plants and break it up. And I say, yeah. So if it's true that the spirits come out, I'm going to grab you by your legs. She goes, stop that. I say, okay, you stop that too. I don't think that her father will let her take it, because he sees that this just makes me happy. So once in a while he shows up with plants. He bought me the other day of eggplant. It is having an eggplant. It has a fruit already, starting to grow. And he bought me a pepper. It is very beautiful and big. He said he bought me the healthiest ones that he could find. So, my son used to do that too. My daughter doesn't do that, but she does give me things, things like cosmetic, perfume, that kind of stuff. She gave me a perfume for my birthday. And she said she don't buy me plants because she don't like plants that much. So I said, the day that you gotta think that this is an island. If anything happens that they can't bring nothing here, we doom. So we have to learn how to survive if something like that happens. I made 4 gallons. I think it is 4 or 5 gallons. Yeah, I think it's 5 gallons of soap to wash clothes. I have around 4 gallons of soap of dishwashing liquid. So I got plenty of soap, and I done a lot because I think of my daughter, So people, do what you can do, I got also a filter. We bought a new filter that I had the one that my mother gave me, but it started to mess up a little bit. So my husband bought me another one, and we're gonna have fresh water all the time. I don't have to go to the store, find somebody to buy me water or whatever. I get free water, the one I use in the over there. I just put the filter on and let the water roll, and that's it. So I have tested it. When the water has come a little brown, I put the filter to see what color it comes out. It comes nice and clean. It doesn't come out brown. So I don't drink it though, of course, But I just want to know, if it's in good condition. So, people, I'm telling you, if you have any problems, if you have any needs, look for God. He is the only one who can console you. I have learned to lock myself in the room, and I love praying with him when I'm in tears. I love it because I feel like I'm talking from the bottom of my heart. Not just like go, oh, Jesus, this is that. No, 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 no. I mean from the bottom of my heart. And that's how it should be. When you pray from the bottom of your heart, things happens. And I see a miracle. When I died, when my son was dying, and I seen the miracle of what God did when my mother was praying for me with tears, when I had the sepsis, 3 hours, and that was in the year 2009. It's the year 2020. I'm still here. Praise God for that. So, I'm just going to let you go now. I want to say, please pray for Puerto Rico. Pray for the people who are losing things, Pray that these shaking things that is happening, that it stops. It doesn't add up more, And that the hurricane do not come. We can't stand a hurricane. The light here is not going to take it. Right now, the light was private. How do you call it? Somebody took over it. Anyway, another company took over it, and they're gonna raise the water. And we could get solar lights, but it has to be attached with the with the electric company. There's only one electric company. What's going to happen? They're going to raise the lights. So, like I tell people, if you want to put solar light, don't put anything that has to go with the box. Just put things that you don't have to put with the box. That way, they could just take a certain amount, but in the long run, you'll be saving in the other side. But, it's very complicated here. Everybody wants to make a buck. And the thing is that the government says, we are working for you. No, they're not. We work for them. Because if they get in there, they start taking money, they take this, they take that. They never think about the people. In Maria, we didn't get no help from the government. One person who came and gave a little crackers, 2 bottles of baby water, it's sickening. So I decided, I don't care who they are, from my party or not, I'm not going to vote for anybody who disrespects us like that in my area. No. And I tell people, don't play it for a fool. These people just want money. Because the real politic that really, really loves his people, in a bad situation, they will come and give you something. They will come and help you. They don't. And then when it's time for them to get a vote, oh, here I am. Remember, my dear, here's my hand. Vote for me. That don't go like that. So, I don't know. I just want to get a little stressed out. But anyway, that's what's going on. Pray a lot for Puerto Rico, because Puerto Rico needs it a lot. A lot. God bless you all. Bye-bye.